us. Special guest.
Hi.
Jeanette Negri from Red Queen Racing. And of course, there's truly old Ryan Dussex, the underemployed race car guy.
Underemployed?
Yeah.
Unemployed.
Oh, yeah, unemployed, yeah. So it's been a week since I vlogged last, and it's been a week since I've been fired. So I figured just hit you guys up with some quick updates. Still no idea what I'm going to do as far as like professionally by any means. But I really had a lot of fun this week, kind of on this week off. So things I got to hang out with my buddies at MoFab, got to hang out with Zach with the ZF Design, got to hang out with Flat Irons a couple times.
He's basically just socializing with people and enjoying his time off.
Yep.
He hasn't ran out of money yet.
It's the
Still hustling.
This is the Christmas week, right?
It's true.
So it's not like there's a lot of interest in trying to do stuff, you know, to get people hired and whatnot, which is totally fine with me. So definitely have some irons in the fire right now. But yeah, I mean, nothing that we're in the crazy rush for by any means. But coming up this week, though, Jeanette's in town because we are... What are we doing?
We're installing a roll cage in the BRZ.
A roll cage?
Yeah.
From what?
From AGI Roll Cages, which I bought a roll cage from them at PRI last week. They had it as a floor model, and they offered me a really big discount to basically take it off their hands. And they've been hugely supportive and provided instructions and pictures and support and wanting to see what I do with it. So the roll cage thing wasn't like a plan for like next year at all, but you take opportunities as they come by, so here we are.
We did talk about it as far as the stuff that you might need for the car. And
we did a budget, yeah.
And I think that's really like what helped you realize just how good of a deal the cage really was.
Because it was something that I wanted to do next year. Obviously, you want to do everything as soon as possible. So we sat down actually a week before PRI and we made a budget and wrote down like everything that I would have to do to the car and what I would do as a driver and to be competitive as well as safe. And that's when it was like that realization of like, oh, this is not going to happen in like tomorrow.
Right.
So I was like, this is going to be a 2021, 2022 goal. But when I saw that roll cage and how much it cost and the quality of it, and MoFab was really helpful in like coming out and checking out the roll cage and confirming the quality. Ryan was really helpful to make sure that the cage was legal for like SCCA and NASA and all that stuff. So you definitely get the experts involved before making an impulsive purchase like that.
We still have a few measurements we have to take. Got to make sure the hardware is thick, big enough. Because they use metric stuff over there, so we got to make sure the hardware is thick enough.
Which they did some of that math and Dawn at MoFab. So
right.
I was like, no, we're good. So.
Yep. So so we just got to do just a couple of finalized things. But as far as the structure, the build, and everything, Don from MoFab over there definitely did a good job on. They were
so nice. They were just super nice.
Oh yeah. When you're pulling out traffic in your little Honda Prius, your Toyota Prius, you got to make sure you get after it.
There was a time that used to scare me, and now it doesn't even faze me anymore.
But yeah, so we'll do a couple of the finalizing things with that. Plus, I think we've got a new Koyo rad to install in your car, right?
Yep.
For flat irons.
Radiator. Yep. Flat
And then maybe check out the battery situation and just kind of give the car a little look over since, now it's the end of the season and you raced. How many races did you end up doing this year? How many events?
I did. I don't know about events, but I did 33 days on track.
Yeah.
Racing.
Right on.
So, yeah, not 33 different races though. Those are like some of these races are like 2 or 3 days long, so that's each day. It just sounds more impressive when you count the days.
But so there's definitely give the car a once over. You've been pretty happy with some of the mods that you did. And the car's super simple. Like mods wise, what all do you have on the car right now? Just basic, right?
Yeah. So we have field coilovers. That's the latest edition. Obviously wheels and tires, oil cooler, Mishimoto oil cooler. We have a nameless exhaust, a single exhaust, and that's pretty much it. Brake pads.
And the rotors.
And the rotors.
The two-piece rotors.
That's right, the two-piece rotors, which I won at Growlfest.
And had TGA installed or part of the...
Yeah, TGA Performance installed it, and they were TBA two-piece rotors.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, super simple car. And for as quick as that thing is, and I'm excited for you to be able to the added driver confidence of having a harness and a seat.
Yeah.
I never thought your seat was that bad until I drove it. Like after I've been doing a whole season in my Subaru, I really felt like I was, you know, a bowl of chicken noodle soup trying to stay upright, and her seat was just spilling out everywhere.
No, every time there's a straightaway, there's always a big like adjustment and like, okay, seatbelt's still on, okay, good, and it's just distracting.
I think these big old cushy Prius seats hold you in better.
Whatever.
These are like the lazy boys right here. These are for your loaded mashed potato kidneys.
But ultimately, what he was trying to say, I think, is that I bought the BRZ because I wanted to get into racing. I wanted to start autocrossing, and I have no mechanic knowledge, I have no car knowledge, I have nothing like that, and I wanted a car that was going to be easy to learn with, easy to grow with, and easy to learn how to maintain. And so I've been growing with the car, and the car is growing more and more, and I'm growing more and more, not only as a driver, but as, you know, mechanicking a little bit. I rely on a lot of help for that still. And yeah, the car's just going to keep growing as I grow. It's a beautiful journey together.
Yeah.
Me and Maru.
Hopefully by the end of the week we'll have at least have some kind of video content out there for you guys. Definitely check the stories as we post some updates and stuff. And I think you're red_queen_racing.
Yep, red_queen_racing.
Yeah, so I mean, check that out on her Instagram to see updates there. I'm going to do some story updates as well, and then I'm going to actually try and film kind of a pseudo install. You know, it's not going to be like ultimate detail, like where every bolt and every screw is, but ultimately we're going to definitely get some basically give you guys an idea of basically how this particular brand's cage bolt in, and then kind of hopefully the key features, especially what I really like about it. Like I saw the cages before she got to talk to them, and even I was impressed with like their bonding mechanism, where the cleat that goes together, it's not just bolts going through it like in an auto power cage. It's actually got really nice connections, so almost magnetic. They're so tight, and they just fall right in together. And then after that, I'm gonna try. I've been wrangling up some parts for my Beamer, for the little white Beamer. I've had to sell or really get rid of all my little yard Beamers, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, your lawn ornaments.
I know.
They were just lawn ornaments, though.
No, they were amazing. They were a valuable parts resource.
They had some. Well, yeah, they were put to good use, and they filled their use, and now they have new homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've got some fun stuff to go on the little Beamer. Probably next week, so probably won't be seeing actual parts on the Beamer until next week. So fun little projects going on here and there, but we'll try and do an unboxing maybe tonight or tomorrow night, just to kind of give you guys an idea. And of course, I'm throwing up teasers, if you guys haven't seen them already, on my Instagram, little teasers of the parts that have been ordering and kind of buying, to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're doing with the E36. So
this is Christmas for us. This is how we're choosing to spend. It's Christmas Eve today, and we're choosing to spend Christmas in the garage together, which is nice quality time. But really, honestly, it's the garage.
Yeah.
That's why we're spending it in there, and unboxing parts and just building up cars and planning for next year. This is Christmas.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
This is Christmas.
Yeah.
So Merry Christmas to all you animals out there, and hopefully you guys get the car parts that you dream of, and or find some other way to procure them. And other stuff that's going on. If you guys haven't heard, the Flat Iron Syndicate has got a podcast. Now they're actually on the iTunes podcast. So there's 3 of those uploaded. We talked with a couple of local sales reps from different industries, and we're hoping to get some of them on, mostly as at least initially as they're car enthusiasts just like we are, and that's all we're doing is just bullshit and having fun about cars. So check out the Flat Iron Syndicate, the Flat Irons Tuning podcast on Apple iTunes podcast. I think it's also on Blueberry, which I'm not exactly sure how that's pronounced or spelled or anything like that, but
I got iTunes, so that's how I have it.
Yeah, most everybody does. They are trying to get on the Spotify, but yeah, getting vetted through iTunes was pretty big for us, so we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Especially considering we talk like real sailors and not like on PBS. The scary.
Oh, Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Scary.
Teletubbies. Yeah, this is beyond Teletubby language here.
Yeah.
So super exciting. Check that out. Follow the stories. Check out the YouTubes, of course. Maybe check out, if you're really bored, we've got some old footy up there from like the event that I did at Road Atlanta. Check that out if you haven't seen that.
You don't have to be that bored to check that out. You can just check it out.
Yeah, you just check it out. I mean, I watch videos.
I mean, that's when you got caught on fire and
It is.
wrecked into the wall. That's the good stuff, guys.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was probably my first big out of the state journey. So it was way more than just let's drive 7 hours, unload the cars from the trailer and go. I guess we did a super lap. That is another thing too. I'm also working on day one of the super lap stuff. So of course from 2019, we're both doing COTA in 2020. So we're all paid up with that. So that's pretty exciting. And but I'm still not sure what I'm driving. So that's kind of scary.
The logistics are all fuzzy, but we're gonna be there.
Yeah. Hopefully I can. I mean, I've got my Prius if anything really gets crazy. But either way, thanks for stopping in and stay tuned for those updates.